I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay.
That's tough. I got 4 views on my Black Man Plays Bioshock for the first time, but since it, you know, you can't see the joint, it's depressing because they done had a blast.
Hell yeah.
I gotta finish that game. So.
Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport.
Audio in the headphones, mad loud.
As their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Bro.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
That's crazy.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Check 19.
Now it's Wilson.
Gonna head over the big watch.
And his throw here's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throw football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run the screen with Carson.
Yo, this controller!
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I had a 40-yard pickup, bro. And this,
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening
I had a 40-yard pickup, bro,
when
on the
guys come
screen
out of the locker room,
pass.
especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Or at least his top 3.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Look at that, Antoine Randall is the dude. Franco Harris.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was D.K. Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Kill. Turn up. 12. Check 3. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Right to the 3. Switch up. Check. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Armstrong. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I really wish my controller worked, bro, because on my screen
17 yards
pass,
on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defense.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Karen Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also with offensive line.
Click over to this man. It's him, bro.
They know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I gotta play I guess we like that.
Gun.
From the gun on third down, Newton.
That's a pick. They ain't let me click over so I get my user
intercepted.
or nothing.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game,
come again. Hurry up and
yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Brings up second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
One left. Don't get nervous. Kill.
Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he
like
goes
10 people,
down.
bro.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film.
That's
and so
crazy,
his defense had 5 sacks last week.
I ain't even getting no time
keep their QB
pass the
upright.
ball.
They're
As soon
going to
as
try
my
their
man's put
best
his
to do
feet
exactly
down.
that, but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them, and they play a game within the
Throw
game.
the ball.
And he's going to go down again.
I seen the blitz
Trying to
come
set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Oh,
and he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Tulsa driver and
the Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Take four.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
TJ Watt, Devin Bush, Ryan Shazier. No disrespect to him, bro.
We're scoreless after one.
Ryan Shazier, he the GOAT, bro.
But I mean, like,
I think if he would have never broke his neck, bro, he'd
A
have
good
been
run
straight.
got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Like, he'd have been murking him.
this nigga, he getting 90
They'll
miles.
try the left side. It's
I said, no
Armstrong.
disrespect to
And
him.
running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at
He
the line of
retired? Nah, don't he
scrimmage.
still play? He done.
Calling no gain that
I
time
mean,
as it's going to leave him with a third
he
and
trying
about
to
3 to
stay
go.
Oh yeah, that's the I keep forgetting that bald head dude on the ESPN commercials that be walking. with the girl at the award ceremony.
Nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Cause bro, I be thinking, I'm like, is that Ryan Shazier? I'm like, nah, that's not bro. He still play on the Steelers. That's bro.
Yeah, really like somebody to stick with him for that long and whatnot.
That's a fact. That's that Ohio State favoritism.
Take one, you gotta catch that.
From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first run of this game.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. They're furiously going over things on the sideline.
He said upload?
What do we need to do to pick
No,
up a
he
first
asked
down
me
and change
the
our
wildest thing yesterday.
Oh, damn, this is going to be crazy.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Brandon, it's like a Brandon Gay.
Nah.
It wasn't no
It ain't
Gay.
nothing like that. Nah. It was just
Eluding the pressure
are
right.
you
On the
serious?
run, he'll let it go deep.
He's
Right
what? What are you
sideline. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Right.
Not sure what happened out there.
Brandon, if you watching this, Brandon, you feel me? My God, bro. That's a fact. Brandon, what he
They
say,
did
bro?
something to disrupt that timing.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
How to turn on do not disturb. You hit the move.
He tried to put it in airplane mode, and he said that this shit, shit getting ridiculous and whatnot.
From the shotgun.
Bro, I hit. Oh, this game is 8, bro. I promise you. He blitzed 12 people. I tapped square, and he still don't throw the ball. But you love it, though.
But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the
just keep
football,
Nano blitzing.
able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right
Bro,
back
you
on him,
gonna do
keeps
a try score,
possession.
you gonna be in the same position. On pick or punting that.
And he's able to get it out of there.
Who do you think their wide receiver is?
And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
Give me the ball. Fumble.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
He's gonna score.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Tight on.
Now a give right side. It's Armstrong. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There you go with that shit. This is regular team. I'd be busting your ass right now, man. Boy, I hate mud.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
That's crazy.
Newton to throw.
That's a pick, man. Come on, bro.
Inside
Hey,
the
really?
30. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. The Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Your opponent is experiencing network issues. Please wait. I'm gonna stay in this game for sure. Cause your shit gonna disconnect.
On first down, Armstrong. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hell no, it ain't the defensive end off the edge, nigga. You watch that shit. My 5 linemen is blocking niggas, plus a running back. That's an extra nigga. He dropping 3. Watch, nigga.
They'll try the left side.
Oh yeah.
It's
That's a
Armstrong.
yo! He made him fumble when he picked it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked from
Hey
him,
yo,
but a teammate
this
comes
game
along and
is
scoops it
wild.
up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people
the
are on
final
base
score
in
gonna be
scoring
like
position.
3-3,
One guy doesn't
6-2,
get him
something,
home.
bro.
The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on third down, Newton.
Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Oh, catch the pick, bro.
Off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
You think that's sweet?
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or
he
get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
That's more than a defensive end, bro. That's more than a defensive end. What you talking about?
I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook.
That's way more than a defensive end. Look at the score.
In these conditions.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I'm holding extra for the rushing catch, and this man gets his head.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's just
so y'all tell me that's 8 people coming and 3 people dropping back. If my math is correct, that's 11. But the play said he called him cover 3 man.
There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance.
I mean, well, nah, you can't say that because niggas like it's football.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But holding the second quarter.
But it's just faker when it's a video game and you know certain shit can't be controlled.
To throw on third down. Wilson with nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Tell a nigga to play me in 2K and none of that going on.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
Touch it, touch it, touch it. Come on.
And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, man. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
My 2 tackles. He just pushed his hand in between my tackles and got my bird.
On first down, Newton. Airing this one out for Evans.
Whoa, that's a good touchdown. I ain't even mad with the swat
thing. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Georgia the Jungle. Matchup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
hike, nigga. What are you doing?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson.
Let's go. Oh,
He'll be brought down on that face mask.
No.
Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Kick it.
So we
Perfect
have
kick, everything. They
what's
pulled
a
back. He's
6-point game at the break. As we send you stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, bro. Shoot clock. I'm trying to get something.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've got the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
That's a pick. Thank you. Come again.
Rifles one that's intercepted.
Come on, bro.
Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I should have took that to the crib when he ran into the receiver. That's crazy, bro. Madden
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3.
Give me the ball.
They'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
that he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
They be whiffing like a mug, bro, in the script.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in position.
Okay. That just bounced off his helmet to the 13-yard line. He still caught the jump.
Losing yardage back at the 12.
Oh, when you got to play against a person and Madden.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Just trying to keep the undefeated season alive, that's all.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Go ahead and use them speed and keep blitzing around the outside. I'm going to step up in the pocket. I hate running.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run it with Carson.
DK!
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
What? 315. 59. Come on. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Here's Carson.
I should have went through the...
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, I hate
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a give right side. It's Carson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I did look at man.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Why is my receiver? Why is Tyler Lockett running? I mean, bro, I'm not playing this. But yo, my tight end is running to the other end zone, bro. I ain't calling no playmakers or nothing. Yo, this game is.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around.
Yo,
I mean, you've got a quarterback
Madden is
back
on
there
some
in the pocket.
stuff, bro. Oh, you
and he
hate
still
to
couldn't
see
find
it.
anybody. And when he
Hate,
finally
that's
did
3rd
throw
degree
it, he
murder.
threw it to the other
You
team.
hate to see it, bro. Niggas is guilt. Come on, bro. He was supposed to run a curl route. Bro, he did a curl route and then ran right back towards the quarterback to the opposite end zone, bro. Yeah.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong.
Mary, she better make that tackle.
Oh,
I'm tripping. Hold on, buddy.
I'm trying to nut on her titty.
This nigga right here.
Oh, this is streaming.
Yo.
I'm just playing.
Nah, ain't no playing with that.
Cool, bro. I'm just playing, bro.
Hey, bro.
Play no games. Play no games. Fuck around. you serious, bro?
He's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Whole quarterback, like, he ain't split niggas like that.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
He's coming. We got jump on. Slam.
Back to back, that play, right there. I'm trying to hear that shit.
Watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And
he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here
You
come the
said
flags.
what?
This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Great.
Throwing on second down. Newton.
Thank you,
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Is regular, bro. What's going on, bro?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. This is Carson. He's got a first down and more inside.
Chris Carson got hurt by Devin White.
Down to the 16-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
A little fresh food boost or something. Especially in the open field when it really mattered, though.
On first down. Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He tapped his head.
He tapped his head with that beat. Oh,
well, we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Facts. I feel you. This game should be crazy.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Oh, shit, man. Hold the X button, charge up the joint.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Michael Vick just trucked Aaron Donald, bro. This game is so fake,
in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about
y'all gotta chill, bro. He ran a read option, ran the wrong way with Vick and trucked Aaron Donald.
The 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Marvelous comeback.
They'll run with Kelly. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one.
This man just spun out of 15 people, bro.
That's 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Down by 5.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check the backer. Great.
They'll try the air now with Newton.
That's a pick. Come on, man.
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That one
We've seen
touchdown
good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Right here.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game seal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on fourth down. It's
shift to the left when nobody want to shift over.
Like, and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Kelly. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I mean, come on, you over 50 seconds left. You from missing? You only up 9. Take your knee. Just call it down. Alright, so let me try to pad the stats. Alright, the person get hurt for the rest of the year.
This time to the tailback. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay